Hello, welcome to another video. For today's video, we have the same core from yesterday, or the previous video of Noctowl Unova Fisk, but we have switched Shadow Machamp for Blaziken in the bag. So if you like the content, hit the like button, also hit the subscribe button, helps out as always. Let's get right to it. Alrighty, hopping on the first match, we have Dragonair versus my Noctowl. So we're going to stay in here, and we're just going to go for these Sky attacks. Dragonair has some solid bulk to it, and Dragonair's definitely got some play in limited metas in general. Excuse me. Alright, they go for a Body Slam, but honestly it doesn't matter, as Aqua Tail and Body Slam would do the same damage because they're the same energy, same damage, and no stab. So I send in Blaziken, probably one counter to slow when they got to the second counter. Like, had I been a little bit faster, I think I could have farmed down, and so I decided to let this go. And I get taken out. So that is unfortunate. So not only did I lose switch advantage, I am down a shield. Now I did get more energy, which is nice. And they send in Dragonair, which is also nice. So we're okay there. Oh, that was just not fun. I'm hoping that meant they have a steel type in the back or something that's weak to the Fisk. That was also weak to Blaziken. So we're going to go for Sky attacks. I know they're going to farm me down, so I have to switch out here. Do I commit the shield? No. Aqua Tail's not going to do too much damage. And I need to save the shield for whatever's in the back. And they have Jellicent, so we actually have a chance here. Another situation where having Thundershock comes in handy. A little more fast move pressure. Unfortunately, get to the Bubble Beam. Granted, this is probably going to take 3 discharges anyway. They do have a shield. I'm going to go for the discharge right away to either pressure the shield or get major damage. Now that the shields are out of the way, we can go for discharges, no problem. I have to be very cautious of how I spend my shield here. Do I spend my shield? I do. Yep, at this point they could farm down, so I have to send it. Now I have to think about catching a move. 1, 2, 3, and we catch the Bubble Beam. God bless. So that was definitely the only way we're going to win this game. If we do win it, let's find out. Okay, we're going to do a discharge here, and that will be taking out the Jellicent. And now I have to get to a Mud Bomb, and we successfully do it. So, able to take that game despite losing Switch and being down a shield. With part energy management, but especially that catch was the deciding factor. So, good game to my opponent, though. Very well played. I definitely kind of forgot how glassy Blaziken was, even though I know it's glassy, if that makes sense. Alrighty, then. Getting into the next match here. Terrible lead. We have Galvantula. We're going to swap out right away. I'm going to swap into Blaziken. Blaziken's kind of like my safe swap, though it's a terrible one at that. And they have Pelipper. So, yeah, definitely do not use Blaziken for the safe swap. We are able to successfully CMP tie on the Brave Bird. Let's go. They're probably going to shield because even a Brave Bird or Stone Edge would hit like a truck. We're just going to let this go. Totally fine. I forget what I come back in with, though. I want to say Noctowl. Nope, Stunfisk. So, Weather Ball, as you know, it's not the hardest hitting move, so we can comfortably tank one Weather Ball on the Stunfisk. And again, Thundershock's very nice for things like the Pelipper. 2, 3, 4, and yep, okay, I counted correctly. Good. Yeah, that should have been the 5 cycle. They decide to shield, though. So we're going to farm up here, but they let me get to another discharge. Like, they had a Weather Ball, and they should have thrown it to get rid of a shield of mine. So now we got to go. Alrighty then. We're going to have to shield this because a lunge would do some decent damage. And it's my only play against Galvantula. Alright, so we're going to farm up with Stunfisk and come into Noctowl. At this point, I know Stunfisk is my win con. That Galvantula is too healthy, so we are not shielding the Noctowl at all. No way, Jose. And we also have to be mindful of a catch for Galvantula. Because they might try to risk us throwing a discharge, even though both charge moves of Mud Bomb and Discharge are super effective on the Doc specs. And hopefully, if better, it's low enough where I still need a charge move, but Mud Bomb is enough. And I'm thinking Mud Bomb, yeah, definitely in the red at this point. Mud Bomb's enough. And guess what? We get to another Sky attack, so this is fantastic. Unfortunately, we cannot swap out to avoid getting farmed down. I'm going to do one Thundershock to go to the Mud Bomb. And then if they have the move, they have the move. And thankfully, that was the one they needed to get to the move. And we are able to take this game with the last second Mud Bomb. So good game to my opponent, very well played. I'm not sure if I would have lived the lunge at that point. Woo! Already 2 very interesting games. Alrighty then, hopping into the next match. Noctowl versus Dragonair, but the Shadow variant. So definitely Wing Attack's going to do more damage. Sky Attack will be basically threatening. And then they're going to get to the Body Slam Aqua Tail same time. I don't know when CMP. I want to say Dragonair. But if they go for CMP tie, then I get a free Wing Attack, so that's good. Again, Body Slam Aqua Tail will basically do the same damage since there's no stab on either of them. We go for a Sky Attack. Can I get to another one in time? We do because of the sneak through that we got. Alrighty, so we're able to get there. Do we get both shields here? They do, and I decide to swap out into Blaziken. And I am going to shield here, because Aqua Tail would pretty much knock me out at this point. The question is, can I farm down? Do they swap out? Alright, they have a Dusclops. Now, I am banking on the fact that this is not Shadow Punch, and I don't think Shadow Punch would take me out, because Dusclops is bulky, not glassy. Okay, 3. Okay, we're able to get this Brave Bird off, and this is going to hit like a truck. Ba-ba-bang. But as you can see, it doesn't do much. And we're able to get to the second Brave Bird. Thank the Lord. So, we're able to take out this Dusclops, leave little to farm down on the Blaziken, and we are still up a shield with a relatively healthy, with a 100% Unova Stunfisk in health, and a Sack Swap potential in Noctowl. I decide that there's too much farm left, and I decided to swap it in Stunfisk. So, honestly, that was probably not the best play. I'm going to use my last shield on Noctowl, and then it's a Frost. It's an Aurorus. So we still have a chance, but that shield may have... that would have just been tough. Honestly, these Weather Balls are going to chunk, and this is where Mudshot would have been better. Spoiler alert, we lose this game. So Mudshot may have been the difference in this game. And also, well, Mudshot and or just coming with Unova Stunfisk right away to get some farm. That way it would have taken more time for them to get to the Aqua Tail. So, as you can see, I needed some more Thunder Shocks, and it just wasn't going to happen. So that is a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Hopping into the next match. Noctowl into Frostlass. Not good. We're going to swap. We're going to stay in here, actually, because my whole team is core broken by Frostlass. I mean, Blaziken gets to the Blaze Kick at the same time, but the Blaze Kick's not a hard-hitting move, and counters are single resisted. And I just decided to top left because I was just like, I thought I could limit Avalanche, and that didn't happen. So that's why that game was a top left. I was just over it. I did not even want to try fighting that game. I was probably going to lose anyway unless I had the hardest counters, and I just figured, nah, let's just save time. Right, Noctowl versus Steelix, so we're going to swap right away into Blaziken. So this is a softer counter. Into Dubwool, which is interesting. I will shield up a Body Slam. I do not want to make the same mistake that I did with the Vigoroth in the first match. They go for Body Slam. And then I go for a Blaze Kick because I'm not going to be able to take them down before their next Body Slam. Do I double shield, though? I do double shield. Yeah, Blaziken's that frail. And plus the recency of the Vigoroth matchup. So I'm able to farm down. We are down a shield, but we've one switch. And we're going to try to CMP tie on this. And we do. We get to the Brave Bird. This is fantastic. We exactly have the alignment we need. Yes, Thundershock is not the ideal fast move. But all of a sudden, Whiskash is not going to be a problem for my Noctowl. So it is all on G-Fisk. And we can send in Noctowl to just do some chip damage on the Steelix here. Also get the first move through. Let them throw a Psychic Feigns. We're going to swap out right away. Get rid of the debuff. And yeah, it's a little uncomfortable with the shield disadvantage, but we are definitely in control of this game still, I would say, in the grand scheme of things. They go for a Psychic Fangs, which makes sense if they're not running Earthquake. As a Psychic Fang Crunch will do, is the way to go. So we need 2 more Mud Bombs. Want to get the shield, and then definitely to get in the red, hopefully able to be farmed down if needed. And we get the Mud Bomb, so this will definitely get the shield. Question is, what do they want to do next? They come into Wishcash, and I'm going to force them to throw. Because I know, I believe I am 1 away from a Sky Attack on the Noctowl, and Noctowl should win CMB tie. Look, I was 1 away from the Shadow Ball, that's what it was. And we get the Shadow Ball off. Sky Attack would have been enough, but we were able to get the win with the bang. Well, mini bang, sorry. That was low health. But yeah, that is a good game. Very well played. All right, here's the next set here. And we have Blaziken in the lead this time for this set. So just note it's the same team. I just swapped the Blaziken and Noctowl. Noctowl is definitely the better safe swap option in this team. We're going to swap out right away into Noctowl as Thundershock. Fisk is my hard counter to it. It comes in with Double, so we're going to go for these Sky attacks as Shadow Ball. Obviously, will do no damage to a normal type Double. Alrighty, we're going to go for these Sky attacks for days here. Alrighty, it's just like, if you want to grab a snack, totally fine here. Alright, another Body Slam. Can we get to another Sky attack? We do. So, yeah, I definitely want to try to get shield advantage or energy advantage with my Blaziken as it excels with that. And we're able to snipe with Blaziken, so that is good. Now, granted, Noctowl is still a terrible matchup, but we have a shield advantage. And we CMP tie on the Brave Bird. This is fantastic. Love this. And they shield. There we go. We're just going to take it as it is because the wing attack to trunk us. There's no point shielding. And they undercharge it, which is smart. We're going to trust in 2 shielded Unova Stunfisk to win this game for us. So we're going to wait out the clock because we want to make sure we have the sack swap option for our Noctowl. Alright then, I am going to, I believe I shield, yep, Shadow Ball will do a decent amount of chip damage, and I just want to preserve health. And it's a Vigoroth. So, I think Bulldoze would probably do slightly more damage, but Bulldoze is such a bad move that I can still survive one at this health range. So, yeah, just FYI. Alrighty then, so we're gonna go for this. I am gonna shield. They're probably gonna bait. They do bait, which is unfortunate. I do need a discharge, and then hopefully, and then a Mud Bomb should be enough after this. It is, so that's gonna be a good game, very well played, as the remaining Mon is low health, and we should be totally fine to farm down. Actually, they were not. They surrendered. My bad. Whoops. Yeah, we're going to get to the discharge before their move, so good game. Alrighty, hopping into the next match, we have Blaziken versus Obstagoon. Fantastic lead. Let's see what they swap into. They're staying in, and they have a Zweilous in the back, so they are core broken by Blaziken. Now, I probably should have fired the Blaze Kick as soon as I got it to avoid more Dragon Breath damage. I mean, look at that. That was Dragon Breath and like 2 counters alone. So I am going to stay in here as Unova Stunfisk can handle Obstagoon, and I just want to, do whatever I can. All right, so we have Blaziken, and unfortunately do not get to the Brave Bird against the Primarina, but we have the alignment we want, so it does work out in our favor to stay in, as Noctowl can handle a slightly chipped Obstagoon just fine. We're going to go for the discharge. If they do catch on us, that's totally fine. I am going to just farm down, and then I will launch a discharge. Once I see the Noctowl, they should know it's over. If I do bring it in, I just don't remember. And that is going to be a good game. So I do respect that they're trying to play it out. I will take this move. I believe I swap, but who knows? All right, we go for a Mud Bomb, so yeah. I even undercharge it. Oh, yeah, they still have the shield. That's my bad. And, yeah, now they surrender. So, yeah, I think that they kept fighting because they had the shield. That's my bad. They didn't know. So I had Noctowl in the back, so that's fine. Alrighty, let's get to the next battle here. Alrighty, then. So, again, these are still early ranked battles, so Spice can be everywhere. Bad lead, swapping into Noctowl right away, and they come in with Unova Stunfisk. So, definitely, like, Noctowl is still a solid safe swap. It's just that Unova Stunfisk punishes Noctowl way more than the Galarian Stunfisk. So that is the unfortunate thing. Shadow Ball still chunks. It's kind of like how G-Fisk was before the season's updates, right? Like in terms of how the battle felt. It's like you can definitely put in some work, but it's just like, yeah. Oh, and another thing is you cannot survive 2 discharges, I believe, even if it's the Mudshot variant. So yeah, that is unfortunate. All right, we're going to go for the Sky Attack, hoping for a shield. We do get a shield, so that is fantastic. We're going to go for their Sky Attack here. I might have been able to make it to the Shadow Ball unless this was CMP tie. I do have these battles sped up. It was CMP tie. So we actually played that as best as we could. I'm going to let this go through. We're going to farm down with Blaziken. Unfortunately, they do get to a Mud Bomb, which stinks. We just have to let this go. Stunfisk is our win con at this point. We just have to trust that whatever they have, they can Euphis can handle. So they bring in Pelipper. I go for this Blaze Kick, which was stupid. It really was. I come with G-Fizz, and they're just gonna launch some Weather Balls, try to get my last shield, as they should. I think I'm trying for a farm down here, but even with Thundershock, that is an aggressive farm down. And it is a Steelix, so this is gonna be an uphill battle. I have to try to catch on Blaziken if I'm going to win this. I believe this is gonna take 3 more Mud Bombs to do. So I'm almost at 2, which is good, but given the way they're farming up, I had the sinking feeling that this was Earthquake. And I have to get 2 more Mud Bombs here, and I'm hoping they need 1 more. And yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be the Earthquake. Oh, that hurt. Had they not had Earthquake, I believe that was a winnable game. But, you know, good job on the opponent for bringing an Earthquake against the other tanks. Because, yeah, they came prepared. Alrighty then, hopping into the next match. We have some bad luck Johnny, apparently. Noctowl versus Blaziken. Terrible matchup. We're going to swap into our own Noctowl immediately. Do they swap out? No, they do not. So we're just going to continue farming up. We are not going to throw first, unless if they would allow us to, because we need energy on whatever they have in the back for the secondary matchup. So they come in with Steelix. So we are definitely not winning Switch. I don't know why I'm going for a Sky Attack. That was a dumb... I think I just stopped thinking. I do not know what the heck happened. Yeah, I literally do not know. Now, the good news is I think I would have only made it to a Shadow Ball and Sky Attack anyway. So looks like it's okay in the grand scheme of things. But dang, that was just... It felt dumb in the moment, though. Fortunately, they make it to a Psychic Fangs. Come on, Blaziken. Thought you could farm down. We have to let this go. Oh my god, that hurts. Oh my goodness, that hurt. Alright, they come in. We bring in Noctowl. We're going to farm up and up and up. And it's a double. So we're just going to go for discharges for days and try to stall out this clock to bring back in Blaziken to do as much chip damage as possible against both mods, because our switch clocks are not that misaligned, but we're trying to take advantage of whatever we can here. I will be shielding as double, I believe, has the hardening moves. Plus, I want to respect a payback. Shadow Ball won't do too much damage. And as long as I'm above half health, I will survive one, no problem. Alrighty, again, I'm throwing 1 Thunder Shock to their 1 double kick for good move timing. Alrighty then, now I just need a Mud Bomb. Unfortunately, I cannot wait out the switch clock to try to catch a move here. So I have to try to do it in the late game, late game. And unfortunately, I chose not to swap. So we don't catch a Body Slam. 2. And we're able to catch. So that's good. I'm just trying to farm up as much energy as I can here. And unfortunately, even if I do survive this Shadow Ball, it's going to get me low enough that it takes me on anyway. So good game to my opponent, well played. All right, hopping into the final match here. Obstagoon lead. Great lead. Let's see what they decide to do. They come into Pelipper, so I should have swapped out right away. This was stupid. It was stupid. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to be so happy if I get out of this. But they shield. I'm like, does my opponent not know the Blaziken counts? Apparently, because they should have known that that was definitely not a Stone Edge there. So we are going to be able to do this comfortably. I am going to... let this Weather Ball go through. We are going to go for double discharges here. And unfortunately, we see MP type. So that's unfortunate. Granted, we'll still win Switch. That's not a problem. Just not as ideal as I was hoping for. They should be letting this go. They should recognize I have 2 discharges, so spending a shield here would be pointless. They come in with Obstagoon. Makes sense. They want to get an energy lead. Totally makes sense. Discharge does some okay damage. Okay, I believe that's 2 counters now. And then they come in with Golbat. So basically, the good news is here, I can no-shield this Poison Fang. I have to get rid of this Golbat or I am done for. So I'm going to go for this double Sky Attack here. We should be getting the shield from them either way. The question is double Sky Attack enough to get the shield and get them low enough? First Sky Attack is going to get the shield here. It does not. Okay. I have no idea what just happened there. But we're going to go for a Sky Attack on the Obstagoon with 1 HP and a Dream remaining on the Noctowl. That counter will be taken out by Noctowl. But now we have the Blaze Kick. We will have the Blaze Kick as we feint the Obstagoon. So that is a good game to my opponent. Very well played there. So that was a nice 6-4 run in those two sets there you saw. Definitely Blaziken is classy. I'm always in favor of bulkier mons, but, you know, sometimes they have their uses. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. Again, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you all in the next one. See ya!